morning, soldiers. In this video I'm going to show you and share with you my latest carboot stock I managed to buy at the last carboot on Sunday. I've got quite a few decent items I want to show and share with you, so let's have a look. My garage is still full, very full. It's getting actually again a little bit worse. I'm not going back into that, I'm working on it constantly. But basically all these boxes here are my new items I managed to get at the carboot on Sunday, and probably I'm going to bring them around my garden, so I've got little space and I can show you what's in the boxes. So here's my little haul from the last carboot. So let's see what I've got. I start with the big item. Is this vintage looking ornate mirror. I don't really fancy buying such big items, but this one is like proper heavy wood. It's really heavy. I can't even lift it like with one hand. And only reason why I bought this one is the price. It was only £10, and in the past I've sold many of mirrors like this. I'm sure I can get at least 40, maybe even £50 for this one. So for £10 I just couldn't resist and I bought this one. Tools, nothing special, no big brands, but pretty decent lot, and I paid like £5 for the whole lot. Actually I sold one of these already at the carboot when I was selling as well on the Sunday. I took like £2 for the single items and I paid £5 for all of these. But the good item is this adjustable spanner, because this is Assessa brand. Condition wise it's not like in the best condition, but still works fine, and I'm sure I can get at least maybe £25–30 on eBay for this one. And these I might sell it on carboot at £2 each, or maybe I'll list it as a lot on eBay. These do sell. They might look rusty, they might look like pretty battered, but they sell. I know they will. Then items like this is 1998 mini collection Jungle Book. Check this one on eBay. I'm sure it's sellable for about £25–30. I paid like £5 for this one. Lots of items I bought in the lot, so it was pretty cheap. These little cars, 007 James Bond, these sell on eBay for about £10 per item. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. There is little motorbike as well. Another item is a job lot of cufflinks. But the good stuff is I found this little chunk of gold. I'm gonna have to put it on the scale, but if it's let's say if it's only like half a gram, that's good 15, maybe £20 for this piece of gold. And the cufflinks, I'm not sure how sellable are these, but I'm sure I'll make some profit on that. Some Nintendo V's or Y, I don't know how we pronounce that, sports, and another Nintendo's. Warhammer's trading cards. I'm not sure about the value on this, but I know the Warhammer is quite popular right now. These items, 4G Wi-Fi's, I've sold multiple of those in the past, are probably sellable on eBay for like £15. I paid maybe maybe £2 for that. This little Buddha, I checked it already on eBay. These sell as well for a good £10–15. Here's little vintage box. Just the box itself is probably sellable. And inside there's a couple of items like this Australian kangaroo. I like brass items, any sorts of brass. This is like little, it opens and you can put, I don't know whether it's like ashtray or maybe like little storage, but this is probably again sellable on eBay for a good £10. This item I haven't checked it yet, but I know it's a vintage and it has some little value as well, probably made of brass. This watch, I mean, for £2 I just have to buy them. The good thing about these is they are motion automatic watch. They do work, as you can see. I'm not sure whether they fake or not. They some German, what they called, M. Johansen, Germany, like aviation watch. They got a little damage because they got missing bezel in the middle, but for £2 I'm sure I'm not losing money on that. And then there is a Leonardo collection vintage porcelain figure in pretty good condition. So this is again sellable on eBay, not for a massive profits, but I'm sure I'll get like £10 for that, maybe even 15. But let's see the better stuff. So this super heavy, I don't know whether they ceramic or what they made of, but they like really heavy pots. Easy £20 each on eBay for that. The one of the best buy, I'd say, was this riding hat or helmet for a horse riding in pretty decent condition, and I paid only £2 for that. I already checked it and they easily sell on eBay for £60, so that's a huge profit. Then 2 army items. I paid £10 for the helmet. I made a little research, I'm not so sure, but I think that's a Iraqi British helmet from Iraq. For £10 I'm not losing money. I have no idea how much I can get for it, but I'm sure easy 30, 40, 50 pound for sure. And then this item, I've seen the prices on eBay, they go for anything from 30 to 150 pound. I think 150 pound is for those which are from Second World War. This one is definitely not the Second World War, but there is a date 1964, and I think I might get like good 40, 50 pound for that. Then some electronics. I really hate electronics, but if it's for a good price, I just have to buy it. So I bought this bundle of again, I've got 2 Nintendos. I don't have controllers or anything else. I'm gonna have to probably test them, but it's a little money in those 2. And then PlayStation 3, again, I'm gonna have to test it, but if it works it will bring me some money back. I've got this little camera, Samsung. Again, I don't think it's like a huge massive profit, but I'm sure it will make something. And then this Pifco vintage infrared lamp. I'm sure this will get me like another 30, 40 pounds for that. In the boxes I found also some packings materials for, so it's only like little extra bonus. The main thing is to recycle and resell everything at the best you can. And then whatever is not selling, I'm just gonna bring it back to the car boot. The most interesting item on this lot is this vintage, I believe they call the gin traps. I'm gonna set it up and I'll show you later, and I'll tell you something about it. So I got it set up, and before we test it, let me tell you something about these traps. So I paid £5 for it, that's why I bought it, because for £5 it's well worth of money. Now the English law, and I absolutely agree with this law, because these traps are so very cruel. They are banned in England, I think, from 1958, and in Scotland from 1973. And I absolutely agree with banning such traps, because they're extremely cruel for animals, no matter whatever you want to catch or whatever is causing you the troubles. I agree with the law, and these traps should never ever be used, because they are very cruel against animals. Now the law says you cannot use these traps, but you can own them, and actually you can sell them as well, which is a little bit silly, but yes, you still can own and sell them. I wouldn't fancy to sell it to anyone whose intention would be to use it, because I want to make sure that these traps won't end up in the wrong hands. So I might actually just leave it on my shelves and put it in my own collections, just as it's a quite interesting item. Where I wish this trap would end up is, you know, like it might go to some pub or barber shop or anywhere, you know, people like who making some man caves and keeping the interesting traps. As I said, I might actually keep it myself, but if I'll be able to sell it, I'm sure I can get maybe 25-30 pounds for that. Just want to make sure it's not going to end up in someone's hands whose intention is to use it, because that trap should be never used against animals. So let's see how good it is. Wow, wow, it's pretty scary one. So this is my favorite item I bought for £5, and probably I'm gonna just put it in my own collections for now, and when the time comes I might find the place for it. So yeah, this is my little lot from last car boot, and now I'm going to try to list as many items as I can to my eBay. Actually, this trap, even the law says you can sell it, the eBay won't let you list such an item. So if I'm gonna sell it, I might sell it privately or elsewhere, not on eBay. But anything else I'm going to try list and turn in the profit, get the money, and then you know, as you see my garage and the other things, I'm gonna have to start moving these items as well. So my plan is to start taking items which are not selling, or items of very low values, and just put them in the boxes and bring them back to the car boot. You know, get £1 or £2 for an item, and then buy the good items for eBay, because this is like, I'm gonna have to again dig my way out there, and I've got full shelves of everything: porcelain, figures, crystal, collectibles, vintage items. I've got so many items which I honestly don't even know what I've got. All these boxes are full of stuff, and this is actually only one of my storage places. I've got another storage container. I've got some items in the loft. My blue van is full as well, so I've got like thousands and thousands of items which I'm gonna have to keep moving, because I'm just getting overwhelmed with everything. So I hope you like the items I shared with you. Please let me know in comments what you like and your opinions. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you want to support me, and hopefully I'll bring you some new video any soon. Thanks for watching, guys.